Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. I got shit on by a bird yesterday.
I saw that.
I'm
Well, I didn't see it happen, but I
I'm
heard you bitch about, or I saw you bitch about it on Facebook. So
I'm sitting in Pomona Park in Fruitport.
mhm,
I'm waiting for a friend to come along to talk about a motorcycle benefit run she's putting on for
mhm.
he's basically a mentor for her son.
Oh, nice,
Taught him
very
auto
cool.
body, taught him
Mhm.
paint, all that, really useful things.
Nice.
And so I'm sitting there, like this. All of a sudden I hear plop, bird shit right there. And
That's too bad.
I have a blue shirt on,
Hmm.
and it's like a white bird turd with
Hmm.
all the fixins.
So
At
it
least
really shows up.
it really shows up. So I'm like that. And
Oh
then I
God,
look down and I'm like,
you
huh?
touched it?
What are you gonna
That's
do?
you go to your car and maybe you have an extra shirt, or you grab a napkin or
Well, I had a
some
Kleenex in
type
my
of
pocket, so I
towelette.
got that
Okay.
wet and wiped the rest of it off and then washed my
What?
hands. But
Uh,
I mean, it's bird crap. It's not like they're eating seeds and
it's
berries
still
and nuts and
it's still feces is feces. Okay, I'm
oh,
sorry. You use the Kleenex to take it off. That's gross.
seriously, just I'm like, really, life? That's what I need now. I've got
Life is shitting on you.
that's what I need. I
Uh
really
huh.
need that. Thank you. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Too bad. Too bad you're not like half the school children in West Michigan today, and you get a day off because it's just so hot.
Oh, did they
Oh,
cancel schools because it's hot?
yeah, yeah. It's too hot. We can't have an 8-year-old sweat. It's like 70 degrees right now. It's not going to be 90 until like noon or 1 o'clock. At
Well,
least make them go for half a day, or better yet, how about having them endure something?
oh my
God
God.
forbid. God forbid. Someone who's, I can't learn. It's too hot to learn. I don't know math now.
Well,
Oh,
I don't
God.
know what the criteria is for canceling a school. But
We want a day off. We all want a day off. It's bad. I mean, kids have had most of the last 3 years off. God forbid they show up when it's 89 degrees. Come
well,
on, get your ass back to school.
is this
Ah.
is this complaint derived from something that's inconveniencing you?
No, not at all. Max had
Okay.
to go to school today.
Huh?
No, I saw the story and I'm going, you got to be kidding me. What kind of weak ass pussy bullshit is this? And it's because, of course, kids saying, "Well, we can't have kids deal with heat." That's the justification.
Well, I
That's the
I
justification.
guess I look at it like this. I promise
Who
you I'm
makes
going to
this
make
decision?
yeah, I promise you I'm going to make every effort to not leave the house today.
Uh,
Uh, I'm going to
Fine.
make every effort to not put underwear on
Mm,
today.
okay.
I'm going to go
Good to
all
know.
out because
Uh
I went out yesterday and life crapped on me literally.
huh.
So
Okay.
today I think it's day to be safe inside.
Okay.
Um, if
I
by
understand.
chance if by chance that should spill over to the children, okay,
Mhm.
all right, I'm okay with that. If on the other
But you're
side of the coin you take issue with it, well, that's okay too.
so wait, so you're okay with giving kids the day off because it's hot? Is that what you're saying, or is
Why you know what? Why wouldn't I be? Do you think I was in any better shape when I was a kid? No, I
I'm
was a
not?
fat
No, I'm
kid
not.
too. I don't like heat.
Yeah, well,
I would gladly
yeah.
take a heat day.
You have to. Yeah, we didn't get that because we were Gen X, the last generation that had to endure things.
Okay,
No kids have to endure anything anymore. That's why they're soft, weak, and whiny, and they bitch about everything.
right.
That is the society we have created. And again, I don't blame the kids as much as I blame us
Okay.
collectively. And you know, seriously, whoever made that decision, I want to know who decided. You know what? I know it's only going to be 75 in the morning, but it's going to be by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, it's going to be kind of hot, and they might get uncomfortable,
Well,
and that's not okay.
okay.
It's not okay. Discomfort is not okay. Jesus,
Get off my
this is the
lawn.
stuff that raises my exactly.
Yeah.
Get off my brown lawn because it hasn't rained in a month.
Get off my scorched earth lawn and get to
Yes.
school.
Damn Skippy.
There's no such thing
I
as
remember
climate change.
third grade, or was it fourth grade? I can't remember which grade. I think it was third grade. Mrs. Pratt. We were coming in from recess. Must have been 90. It was one of those hot days, either in September or late May. It was a day like today's going to be. We barely got water from the drinking fountain because she'd be like, "Okay, you got," because there'd be a line of us lined up because we'd have to use the drinking fountain in the classroom. And she'd go, 1, 2, 3, you're done. 1, 2, 3, you're done. She didn't even give us 3 seconds apiece at you barely got your lips wet. You barely got that. And you know why? Because she understood that depriving you of water and making you overheated made you better at math. It was the science. We trusted that, and we were better off for it.
Well, good
there
for you.
Go. So my hats off to my third grade teacher. God bless you.
All right. Perfect.
Let's get into it. The House on Wednesday approved a bill to raise the nation's debt ceiling because why not? The bill also includes some cuts to government spending over the next 2 years. The final vote was 314 to 117. The bill now moves to the Senate. Again, it was, a solid compromise. But again, I want to raise my debt ceiling. We all should be able to raise our debts up, okay, and have somebody else bail us out. Okay, well, we'll kick that. I want to kick my financial can down the road too.
Okay.
Thank you, government, for being so awful and terrible and horrible and inefficient with our funds that you can't pay for anything, and we're never going to pay this off. Who are we kidding? Well, like this, our children's children. No, they're not. They're just going to keep kicking it down the road too. Well, who the hell knows? Until this house of cards falls down.
This is all above my pay grade, so I don't know much about it. But here's the thing: I read yesterday. Why do we have a debt ceiling? I mean, other countries don't have one. I don't. That's how far I don't understand this. I
don't get. Yeah. Okay. In fairness, look. Anything involving math, I mean, Max knows. He's in 7th grade. I can't help him out with any of his math homework anymore.
Right.
It's so far above and beyond me. I was the math Nazi when it came to multiplication tables. I drilled them into his head till he was literally crying. So at this point, I'm just like, I don't get any of this. I don't understand it. But it doesn't seem right that I have to have my financial house in order, which I don't. And the powers that be don't need to balance anything.
I couldn't agree more.
I want to be able to print money. It would be great if we could just all print. If we could just all, how much you need? Here you go. Okay, we're good. Moving on. Speaking of money, Elon Musk, once again, the richest man on the planet. The Tesla CEO surpassed French luxury tycoon Bernard Arnault. Elon's net worth stands at $192.3 billion. Arnault, the 74-year-old CEO of Louis Vuitton, dropped to $186.6 billion. Apparently, the handbags aren't selling like they used to. So
well,
that's
I think you should get out and do some shopping.
A few shekels. Yeah, I know. I could go for a new wallet. This thing is, look at this.
Look at all that plastic.
Ridiculous. All that those are expired driver's licenses and a debit card.
I think that, to me, that looked like Mr. International there. You are.
No. Oh, no.
Which one's your NetJet card?
NetJet.
Pull that one out. We know how you TV people are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're just drowning in it. It's amazing. You get greeted by people. You have that situation sometimes at buyer, someone will come up to you and they're all nice. And literally every single one of them, I'm going, thank you very much. I wish I made what you're making.
Right.
It doesn't matter what their profession is. Like, I know I've said this before. It bears repeating. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody who has a greater net worth than I do. It just, boom. Finally, Pitbull and Ricky Martin are coming to Michigan. The global.
Speaking of Mr. International,
the article actually calls them global superstars. I don't know if global super. I still don't even know if Pitbull has that now. Ricky Martin definitely doesn't. But anyway, they're teaming up with Enrique Iglesias on their 2023 Trilogy Tour. That's set to hit Detroit's Little Caesars Arena on Friday, November 3rd. Actually don't mind any of these guys. I think they're fine. Pitbull, I kind of got into Pitbull a little bit a few years back. Ricky Martin is always seems happy and outgoing, and
he's living la vida loca.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I would be happy too.
And Enrique Iglesias, I believe, who was the tennis superstar that he was with? Anna Kournikova.
Oh,
I don't know if they're still together or not, but good Lord.
I don't get Pitbull. And you know what? I'm not surprised you got into him because he literally is the poster boy for all that is you.
What are you talking about? I got into him a little bit. I'm not a
Axe
huge
body
fan,
spray, tank tops.
I'm not an Axe body spray.
Dude, come on.
I don't think I've ever used that. I've said this before about Axe
let's be
body.
honest.
Look,
let's be honest.
No.
You're kind of that guy.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to show up smelling good. I'm going to have on skinny jeans. I'm going to have on a tank top. I'm going to go fishing for compliments on the internet.
I don't wear tank tops. I don't fish for compliments.
Well, Dave, come on. There's a little vanity that plays in here once in a while. You might want to show off that. Yes. Hey, look at me. I've got no hair. I've got no. Okay.
Why am I showing off the fact that I'm
just
bald?
If you had a pickup truck, I would bet it was probably jacked up 10 feet. Instead you're driving around in your Dodge Dart.
Dodge. Okay, Again, there you go, looking down in your ivory
I'm not looking down at anything. Hey.
Yeah, you are. Mister, I've got a hot tub and I won't invite my friend. Okay.
Well, you might touch me.
It's a little warm for
that. Again, back to you being a Pitbull fan, if you were to touch me in a hot tub, I'd have to drown you.
Okay.
I don't want that.
Oh, Jesus.
And I got to get rid of the body. What pain in the ass is that?
But you know what? The positives are you got that nice lake out there to dispose of bodies, and there's a lot of land out there that there's some wooded areas. Just make sure the grave's not shallow.
There you go.
If it happens, you got to go at least 6 feet down. None of this. Let's just throw some leaves and twigs over them, and then no one will find out. Can't have that. Yeah, there you go. Sports, the Tigers beat Texas 3-2. Cubs lose. They fall to Tampa 4-3. Monty Williams coaching the Detroit Pistons now. He comes in with a 6-year, $78.5 million contract. Monty Williams just got fired from the Phoenix Suns.
Well, good for Monty. I've never heard of
Pistons pick him up. Speaking of the NBA, Denver, Miami game one of the NBA Finals that nobody's going to watch. That's sports.
What place are the Tigers in, by the way?
I think they're in second in the shittiest division in baseball.
I heard that they're tied for first, but that's
really. Did Minnesota? Is Minnesota?
I'm going on what I heard. I don't know.
I don't know, but I think the interesting thing is you might win that division. The Tigers could legitimately win that division with a losing record. I've said this. I don't think they'll ever be above 500. Look. My dad said this years ago. We are living in the age of the exaltation of the mediocre. There you go.
Okay.
You don't get much more mediocre than the Tigers.
Not at all.
That's sports.
American literature nobelists.
American literature nobelists, like Nobel Prize winners.
It says nobelists. I can't go any further than that. I just read categories, Dave. At this point in the show, I turn into a game show host.
Of course,
I have limited abilities. I have to read what's on the card.
Gotcha.
We play technically here. We don't give hints. We don't give rereads. We just read it.
And if you stumble across it and belch your way through it, and I'm not able to hear what exactly you just said,
don't cry to me about
no rereads.
Look, there's no crying to me about what you couldn't hear. It's your fault. You were at the Three Dog Night concert. And blown away by Chuck Negron's high five. So I get it.
Go ahead.
Right? All right. What's our category?
It's Nobel something authors. Nobelists, which I'm assuming is Nobel winners, but I don't know.
Okay. $400. His Green Hills of Africa is an account of big game hunting in Tanganyika in the 1930s.
Okay, I'm going to guess John Steinbeck.
You are going to go 100% wrong. 30.
over 30,000, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was Ernest Hemingway.
In the red. Ernest. See, I figured it was Steinbeck or Hemingway. I don't know.
You didn't guess that in the first place, did you?
I guess Steinbeck. I
wasn't paying.
I said John Steinbeck, and you go, you're 100% wrong. So you didn't even know what I said. How do you know I didn't say Hemingway?
Well, because
I said Hemingway.
Because see, as a game show host, I'm trained in the game show host college of listening for a particular answer, and I didn't hear that.
Gotcha.
So I was listening for a verbal cue to give you a yes or a no, and that did not come. So
thank you for clarifying that.
You're more than welcome, and I wish you the greatest Thursday ever.
I appreciate
stay away from the heat.
Stay away from the bird shit.
It could be oppressive. And I hope life doesn't shit on you too. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
See ya.
Our dry weather recently will fuel a heat wave over the next few days with record-breaking temperatures, possibly through Saturday, so let's look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. Your weather headlines for Thursday show the heat will stick around into Saturday with highs around 90 or in the 90s until then, and then we will have a few afternoon clouds with that lake breeze like we saw on Wednesday. That pattern will continue into today as well. The chance of rain will be even lower today than it was on Wednesday, and be mindful that air quality is pretty poor due to the heat, so if you have asthma or any breathing related issues, just take note of that. Now, temperatures today will be similar to Wednesday with highs right up around 90 degrees, especially just away from Lake Michigan, but still at the beach, temperatures will be well into the 70s. And similar to Wednesday, your beach forecast is looking great. Really the only thing to be mindful of is the water temperatures, which are still in the 50s, so I recommend not going into the water, but if you do, wear a life jacket because the water is cold and you can get hypothermia pretty quickly. But besides that, the beach will be a great spot to go to today. So for your Thursday, expect a high of 90 with mostly sunny skies. We'll have a few afternoon clouds like we have been seeing recently, and then we'll have a low of 63, so a pretty warm night with calm conditions and mostly clear skies. And like I said, that heat wave will continue into Saturday with highs around 90 or in the 90s. Friday and Saturday could be the hottest days, and each day through Saturday will probably break a record high temperature for the day, but then thankfully will cool down over the weekend, be around 80 degrees early next week, but still no chance of precipitation, so this is getting concerning as drought could be developing across West Michigan. And that's your Thursday forecast brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon channel. And I'm Cohen's weather, and enjoy the warm temperatures.